Hey guys, hope you all have been well. Welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm going to be talking about my final thoughts on the makeup items that I purchased within the past 6 to 8 months. So things that were more recent and further back. So there's quite a bit of products here. Let's get straight into it. This foundation, this is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. My thoughts on this still stands. I don't like it. I know a lot of people absolutely adore this foundation. It just doesn't work for me. It doesn't give me that nice blend, that nice finish like the NARS Radiant Longwear foundation does. That is like my favorite go-to foundation. And this looks streaky on my skin. I've tried many brushes with it. I've tried mixing it with other foundations. I just don't like it. Every time I mix this with my favorite foundations, the Estee Lauder and the NARS one, I just don't like it. It just makes it look worse. So this is a big fail for me. I'm just using it to lighten up the foundations that are too dark in my collection. But even then, I'm still like, I dread doing it because it doesn't look the same. I guess riding along that line, I'll talk about the Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder. Look at that nice dent in there. I still don't like this powder. You guys know I've spoken about it before. I'm still not gonna repurchase it. Yes, I am using it because I bought it. So in pretty much every video you've seen, I use this powder because I want to use it. It's not because I love it, I just want to finish it. This powder claims to be matte, but on my skin, it eventually turns into oil. And eventually for me, it's not a few hours in. It's like within that first hour, I'm no longer matte. With the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, I stay pretty matte with that one. This one, not so much the case. So although I've been making great use of it and will continue to do so, it is not something that I would repurchase, nor would I recommend it. All right, Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. I do want to talk about this a little bit because I've used it so much on my channel. And also, I've used it so much in real life. Look at that. It's like half gone at least. And the reason I wanted to bring it up is because this is not something a lot of oily skin people use. And so from that perspective, I think it's a good idea to share my thoughts on it. This lays beautifully on the skin and I do see that it fills in my pores. When I apply my foundation on top, it's like smooth and silky. The only gripe I have with this is that I have oily skin. It has nothing to do with the product. I think the intention behind it is definitely more fitted towards people with normal to dry skin, because I do feel that like hydrating, almost creamy texture, and that's just not ideal for oily skin people like myself. So Tatcha, if you want to come out with something for, you know, oily skin people, I think you could do some big stuff. The ColourPop Precision Brow Pencil. No, I've tried to make it work and it does work sometimes. The issue is it takes me forever to make it work because I have to go really light with my strokes. I hate creamy pencils, and so if that's your go-to, then here you go. But I prefer something a little bit more dry and more waxy, and that is neither here nor there with this one. This is a thinner pencil and therefore mimics the Brow Wiz. It's the formula. It doesn't work for me. The color's fine. It's just the formula, and that's what it all boils down to in the end. Point to note, however, is that you can't bring this back down. So once you twist it up, that's it. There's no going back. Milk Kush Mascara. I love this thing. I love it. I love it and I love it. This is what the wand looks like, and it is a traditional one as opposed to some of those rubber ones that we see every now and again. This mascara is the best volumizing mascara I have tried in a while. I wouldn't say that this gives me length at all, but the volume on the first application is crazy. I've heard a lot of people talk about this when it first came out and were speaking highly of it, and when I got the sample of it, I was like, I'm gonna try you because I hear so much about you. Also to note, when I opened the tube, the application was the same as it is now. There's some mascaras where you kind of have to give it time, a little bit of air to go into it, let it dry up a little bit, and then it's perfect. This was really great from the get-go. This product is not new to me. This is the ColourPop Ultra Glossy lip glosses. I love the lip glosses. I like the thinner formula and these thicker ones here. I've used up a couple tubes and I just like that it's affordable and you have a lot of options to choose from. The only reason I bring this up is, you see this? This is a brush tip applicator. I hate brush tip applicators. Doe foots are the way to go. And based on observation, I find that with the brush tip applicators, the formula is usually thicker as compared to the ones with a doe foot. Does anyone know how you are able to tell the difference when purchasing the product? Sometimes they don't show this part of the lip gloss, and I want to know how to do that. If I didn't throw away my old finished tubes, I would take out the doe foot from that and stick it in these, because the 3 that I have now all have brush tip applicators, which is sad to say because some of my favorite shades are with the brush tip applicator. So I might just have to buy, like, you know, ones with doe foot and just switch out the brushes. Along with that, this is the Just a Tint thing from ColourPop, and this is in the shade Waikiki. I'm showing it to you like you can read it, but no. And this is the shade that I have on my lips. It comes off like a neutral pink, much like what you see here, and I like it. This is like no-brainer lip product. You know, when you just want something on your lips, maybe everything is a little heavy, but you just want something on your lips, you just throw this on, and the finish of it, it's like a balm but also like a cream lipstick, if that makes any sense. The closest product that I can get to the formula of this is a MAC cream sheen, but I would say a lighter version of that. With cream sheens, your lip still peeks through, but the pigment on the lip product does come off on your lips, so that's very much what this product is for me. Just a toned down and a lot lighter feeling formula. And I'm not over the scent of this thing. I still haven't figured out if it's lychee or passion fruit, maybe a combination of the both, but it's so delicious. It's delicious. The Dior Skin Nude Luminizer in 01. This is, I would say, the most popular shade. I have no regrets about buying this highlighter. I did in the beginning because it's expensive, but no regrets. It is beautiful. I love the way that it comes off on my skin. I love the opacity that it has. The pigment is not too much when I, you know, control my brush. You can definitely build it up. But I mean, come on, look at that color. Look at that color. And then it's just like sheeny and glowy on the skin. It is absolutely stunning. Look at that. You see that? It's just like luminous and glowy. It's gorgeous. I understand the hype that I've heard everyone speak of when it comes to this. Makeup artists, makeup enthusiasts, everybody. With all the things that I've purchased in the past 8 months, that is my favorite item. Here we have the Bobbi Brown highlighter in Natural. This is another favorite. I've been using this all the time. This is a contour bronze shade. You contour and you bronze with it. It's what I have on my skin. It is gorgeous. I love it. Most of the bronzers that I own come in this color family, the neutral realm, and I think it's one of the most flattering shades on my skin, in addition to like golden browns. This is so buttery. It is so smooth. It is, oh, that shade on my complexion, it just goes very well together. No issues blending, effortless application. I'm loving it, and I'm definitely happy that I picked this one up as opposed to repurchasing the Too Faced one, because I preferred this over that one. So great purchase. I know it's a bronzer, and for some people, you know, drugstore is just, it's the way to go. And I really did like the NYC one, but since purchasing this, no regrets at all. This is a really great bronzer. Now we're gonna move on to concealers. We're gonna start off with the first purchase that I made, which is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and I have it in medium 22. This applicator is like, it's dope. It's a flat doe foot applicator, and it's got like a bit of a bend to it, so when applying onto the skin, it feels very nice. My issue is it's not as pigmented, it's not as full coverage as I would like my concealers to be. My foundations kind of run medium full, so having said that, I do like having a concealer to match. This coverage is just not enough for me. I know that some people swear by this, but I usually find that they have better looking skin than I do, so big ups to them, but for me it's just the coverage is all it is. If it had a bit more pigment to it, then I would be all about it, and the fact that it's so affordable, like why not? It's just not enough. It's not enough coverage. All right, Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer, super coverage, and I have it in the shade Almond. It's made in Italy. This concealer is what I use today and have been using interchangeably with the next one. I've heard many people say that it's comparable to Shape Tape. Same thing with the next item, and so it's like I'm gonna try both. We'll see how it goes. But as far as the coverage, this coverage is good. This is really good coverage. Is it as high pigment as Shape Tape? I personally don't think so, but it's close. The thing is that this is more creamy. It doesn't dry down as quickly or as matte as Shape Tape does, and so if you like that quality about Shape Tape, then you might not like this. So basically it's a notch down in pigment and also a notch up when it comes to the creaminess and finish of it. So far so good. I've been liking it. Definitely better than the ColourPop one. It's been working well. But when setting it, I do have to kind of brush over where I apply my concealer underneath my eyes, on my eyelids, and then put the powder on top because it tends to crease a lot easier. Benefit Boi-ing concealer, the cakeless concealer. Looks like a pencil and it's tiny. When I first opened the box, I looked at it and went, what the hell is this? Like, look at how tiny this is. Then I started using it and I understood. This concealer is high pigment, high coverage, full to the fullest coverage. Now I have the shade number 2. What was I thinking? I have no idea. I wanted a light concealer, like I like to have my skin tone, the NARS one, and then like a medium, which I find is the almond shade, and then I wanted like a light version. This is crazy light. I probably should have gotten a 3 or a 4, but that's besides the point. That was an error on my end. So in comparison to Shape Tape, I say this is more coverage. This will cover up all your secrets. And on top of that, I feel like the way that it dries down is similar, that it goes to like this matte, gonna stay in place finish, but I think this is stronger. Like I have to work at getting off my concealer when using this. When I take off my makeup, I mean, it's a little work. There's a little rubbing in. Sometimes I use a little brush to get, you know, everything off. But this concealer, for some reason, I'm like, man, I need to do like another wash because it sticks. It sticks and it stays there until you actually have to put in effort to take it off. So this is some strong stuff. Benefit. I didn't expect this from you. No offense. So despite the fact that this is a small tube, this stuff will probably last me forever. All right, guys, those are my final thoughts on these recent makeup items. You guys know I rarely haul anything, so recent for me is within the last 2 hauls that I did. So this last no buy and the one before that. If you would like to know further details about these items, please let me know in the comments down below and I'll be sure to get back to you. This makeup look can be found on Instagram, first link in the description box down below, where I will post a photo of this makeup look along with other products in the caption. Till the next video, I hope you all are doing well, taking great care of yourselves. I will see you all next time. Bye guys.